Okay, listener name. Get ready, because today we're taking a deep dive into the life of Dikembe Mutombo.
Sounds good.
And you know it's going to be big.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about the figure wag and the blocks, though. You sent over some incredible research on him.
I did.
And it's clear this man's impact goes way beyond the court.
Absolutely.
So are you ready to explore what made Dikembe Mutombo such a giant, both on and off the court?
I am definitely ready.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
Mutombo's story is a powerful reminder that athletes can be so much more than just athletes.
That's for sure.
They can use their platform to make a real difference in the world.
Mutombo really exemplified that.
He did it in such a big way.
Yes, he did.
And we're going to get into all of it.
Okay.
But first, we have to start with the basketball. The man was a defensive monster. 8-time All-Star.
Wow.
4-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Incredible.
Led the league in blocks for 5 straight seasons. Come on, who does that?
Yeah, you just don't see that kind of dominance.
I mean, the guy was a wall.
He really was.
Mutombo wasn't just blocking shots, though. He was changing the way the entire game was played.
It's true. Opponents had to completely rethink their offensive strategy when they came up against him.
They had to.
Nobody wanted to challenge him at the rim.
And when they did,
Well,
let's just say there was a good chance they'd be seeing that finger wag.
that's right. One of the most iconic celebrations in all of sports.
It's legendary.
Oh.
But did you know that he actually started doing it as a way of apologizing to players for blocking their shot?
No way. Really? I never knew that.
Yeah. It only later became this playful signature move. It's amazing how these things take on a life of their own.
It's true. It became synonymous with Mutombo playful, but with this competitive fire behind it.
Exactly. And you know what else is fascinating about him?
What's that?
This guy comes to the U.S. from the Democratic Republic of Congo in 1987
Okay.
on an academic scholarship to Georgetown
Wow.
to be a doctor.
A doctor? Can you imagine Mutombo with a stethoscope instead of a basketball?
Right. What a world that would have been.
Right.
But thankfully for basketball fans everywhere,
Thankfully.
he discovers the game.
And the rest is history.
He joins the team in his sophomore year.
And just takes off from there.
The man was dedicated to learning, too.
Yeah.
You know, he continued his education even while he was playing in the NBA.
I did hear that.
He eventually became fluent in 9 languages. 9! Could you believe that?
That's unbelievable. Talk about exceeding expectations both on and off the court.
That's Mutombo for you.
Always striving for greatness.
Exactly. And that drive is evident in his path to the NBA.
Absolutely.
Drafted 4th overall by the Denver Nuggets in '91.
A great team to start with.
Right. And then he goes on to play for several other teams: Atlanta,
Okay.
Philadelphia, New Jersey,
Think of air.
the Knicks, and finally Houston.
A long and impressive career.
You actually saw some of it firsthand, didn't you?
I did. I was lucky enough to be a ball boy during his time with the Rockets.
Wow, so you saw firsthand what he was like both on and off the court.
I did.
What was he really like?
He was an imposing figure, for sure, 7'2".
I can only imagine.
But you know what really struck me was the contrast between his on-court persona and his demeanor off the court.
Oh, really? How so?
Well, on the court, he was intense,
Yeah,
intimidating even.
he had to be to play like that.
But off the court, he was incredibly kind and approachable.
Interesting.
A gentle giant, you might say.
It sounds like it. And that kindness really shone through in his work with his foundation.
It really did. In 1997, he started the Dikembe Mutombo Foundation
I read about that.
to improve healthcare education and quality of life for the people of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
An incredible undertaking.
It really was. And he wasn't just writing checks. He was deeply involved in making a lasting impact.
He didn't just write checks, though, did he? He wanted to make a real difference.
That's right.
One of the things I read said that he actually built a hospital in Kinshasa.
He did the Biamba Marie Mutombo Hospital,
Wow.
a 300-bed facility named after his mother.
That's amazing.
It really is a testament to his commitment.
It must have been a huge challenge, though, right?
Absolutely.
To build something like that in a place with limited resources and infrastructure.
Yeah, the logistics alone must have been incredibly difficult.
I read that he had to deal with securing funding, of course,
Of course.
navigating all sorts of logistical hurdles and even political instability.
It's a wonder he was able to pull it off.
But he did,
He did.
and the impact is incredible.
It really is. The hospital has provided essential health care to so many people who wouldn't have had access to it otherwise.
It's really become a symbol of hope.
It has, and a testament to his dedication to his home country.
It's just so sad that his life was cut short.
It really is.
Yesterday it was announced that Mutombo passed away at the age of 58
Way too young.
after battling brain cancer.
It's incredibly sad news.
It really is, and the tributes have been pouring in from all over.
They have, from players, coaches, fans, everyone.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver called him a true giant on and off the court.
He was.
And it's touching to see how many people are talking about his generosity and kindness.
That's what I've noticed, too.
Like Joel Embiid said he was an even better person than he was a player.
Wow.
Think about that for a second.
That's saying something.
Right. This is a guy who literally blocked shots and wagged his finger in people's faces.
And
yet he was known for his warmth and his humility.
it's remarkable.
I found this quote from CNN's Andy Scholes, and it really stuck with me. He knew Mutombo personally, and he said he was intimidating on the court, but off of it he had a heart of gold.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Isn't it? And it just goes to show that you can't judge a book by its cover.
Or a basketball player by his blocks.
Exactly. Mutombo understood that there's more to life than just winning or losing.
He did. He saw basketball as a platform to uplift others, to advocate for positive change.
And he lived that out not just through his foundation, but through his role as the NBA's first global ambassador.
Right. He embraced that role with so much passion.
He did.
He used basketball to connect with people all over the world and to make a real difference.
He really transcended the game in so many ways.
He did. It makes you think about what really matters, doesn't it?
It really does. It makes you realize that there's more to life than just achievements.
So much more.
Mutombo really understood that.
He did.
It's not just about the championships or the accolades.
It's about the impact you have on others.
Exactly. And he had such a positive impact on so many people.
He really did. And what's amazing is that he did it all while remaining so grounded.
Right. He was approachable.
He treated everyone with respect, whether you were a fellow NBA star or a young fan just starting out.
He just had this way of connecting with people.
He did. He wasn't just this untouchable legend.
Yeah, he was someone who genuinely cared about making a difference.
And he inspired others to do the same.
That's a powerful legacy to leave behind.
It really is. He showed us that we all have the power to make a positive impact.
Whether it's through philanthropy
Mentorship.
or just simple acts of kindness.
Every little bit counts.
It all adds up.
It does.
Mutombo's life is a testament to that.
It's not about the blocks or the finger wags.
It's about using your platform to make the world a better place.
And he certainly did that.
He did.
He left the world a better place than he found it.
And that's a legacy worth celebrating.
Absolutely. So, as we remember Dikembe Mutombo,
Let's ask ourselves,
how can we each strive to live a life that makes a difference?
what a powerful question.
It is.
And a fitting tribute to a remarkable man.
I couldn't agree more.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with me, listener name. It's been an honor to remember Dikembe Mutombo with you.